welcome to Hanging with the Anns, and it is Filipino Friday. And it's special because I have my parents with me. So we are going to make Shanghai Lumpia, and we are going to do it the old-fashioned Filipino way. Before we get started, we put together all the ingredients that we'll need, which is 3 carrots, 1, 2, 3, and a little celery stalk, salt and pepper. This is a medium-sized onion. And for the meats, we have 1.5 pounds of pork, ground pork, and 1 pound of ground beef. So, and then later, or maybe off camera, I'll be pulling those apart while my parents do all their chopping. Okay, so I'm back, and this is my mom and my dad. They're going to be chopping up. And I also forgot that we need 3 eggs. She just told me that last minute, so there's the eggs. Okay, you guys, have fun chopping.
Let's go. This is not a contest for speed. I'm chopping the carrots. Carrots are going to be chopped finely chopped so that it mixes well with the ground beef or chicken or pork, whatever type of meat is used. Obviously, Mom is going for speed while I go for quality.
Slow.
Honey,
What?
we are not racing here.
I'm not racing, babe. That's how I work. I'm not racing. I'm just chopping.
How are you chopping the celery, Mom?
Chop it very, very fine.
So, is it diced?
Kind of diced, yeah.
How about you, Dad?
Chopping it diced,
Diced as well?
fine, and because we are being recorded, Mama will sing during the lull. Go ahead, honey.
Wait, no. You sing. Okay, it's done.
Mom is done with the
Celery.
Well, they're
celery.
easy to cut. Carrots a little bit more difficult.
Sure, Jan.
Now she's going to do the onion, also diced. What is that?
My retirement card for my daughter,
The younger one.
the younger daughter.
Just gonna put the onion with the celery.
And Dad has chopped them. Mom, is this how they're supposed to be?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
While we're doing that, I'd like to say hello to all my grandchildren that's watching this video. Unlike your Apu, onions make me cry.
Apu doesn't make her cry.
Apu's tough. Onion is affecting me and I'm all the way over here.
Sorry.
So where did you guys learn to make lumpia?
From my sister.
That's Apu Apu. Apu Apu Mirna.
How about you?
I don't know how to make lumpia.
Oh, so you...
I just help with the chopping and the preparation. I learned it from my wife. I was a chef a long time ago.
Okay, my onion is done. Okay, we're done.
So what's the next step?
Clean up.
That's it, don't clean up yet. Oh well, we gotta mix that meat together with all this.
Dad will come and take my place in the
Peeling of the skin.
Right there. Right there.
I'm do the mixing, son.
So again, the meats, 1.5 pounds of ground pork and 1 pound of ground beef. So you just mix it together?
Yes, put this in there,
Okay.
The
so
onion
then
and the
the
celery.
onion and the celery.
and then the carrots too.
So she took, of the 3 eggs, she took 2 and put 2 egg whites in one bowl, and then 1 egg white and 3 yolks in the other bowl.
That's it.
Mix it all together. So I'm gonna try and mix it with this. but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up with my hands in there. The lumpia wrapper, or spring roll wrappers, usually you purchase them frozen. And so if you think of making lumpia, you have to put them in the fridge the night before so that it can defrost.
And when you peel it really slow, or you will tear the paper.
Starting to come together. Let's see. So we're gonna start with a teaspoon of salt.
Yeah, that's it for now. And then,
So that's a half a teaspoon of ground pepper.
okay.
And those are the only spices. Just salt and pepper. Okay, so we added the 2 egg whites that we took out initially. So now there's 3 eggs in here. And because it's a little dry. So she's going to take another egg, but only put the yolk in here. So that'll be basically 3 whole eggs and a yolk. And then we'll see if it gets to the consistency that we're looking for.
Okay. Wrap it.
So it looks like this. It's kind of, if you squeeze it together, it sticks together. And that's what you want. So that's what we got. Let me go wash my hands and we'll set up for the wrapping. Okay, we are back. Mom says we add another half a teaspoon of salt, so that equals a teaspoon and a half,
yeah.
right? So a teaspoon and a half of salt, and I mixed it in. And then we also have a teaspoon of flour. We're using gluten-free flour. Why do we need this?
Just so when we wrap it, it's easy, you know, it doesn't spread out.
Oh, so it's kind of get it to
It
be...
keeps it from sticking to your fingers.
Really? So it's to keep it together, not...
And not on your fingers as well.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put it, and my mom is going to finish mixing that, and then they're going to race to wrap lumpia.
Race, no race.
They're just gonna wrap it, and so you can kind of see, there are different techniques. Do you guys have the same techniques or different ones?
The same.
The same? Oh,
No,
So we'll wrap a few of them so you guys can see, and then...
I think my technique is a little different.
Oh. So they're triple washing, so because they're going to be putting their hands in here to make the lumpia, which is also old school style. We did a whole package of the lumpia wrapper, and this is what they're going to use. So why don't you go first, Mom, and how do you do it? So she places it on a diamond shape. Do you do it too that way?
Yes.
Oh, I don't do it that way. Okay, so then she just puts it in there.
Oh, you're moving way too fast for me here.
We're gonna go with 2 tablespoons to put in there, but they're still gonna go their old method by using their hands. But for you guys, 2 tablespoons to go inside. All right.
Like that, and you fold it
Fold in the sides.
on the side, and then just...
And you put the egg whites at the end. It acts like a paste that holds it together.
There we go. Done.
Dads, there you have a plate there. Dad.
Oh, sorry.
So they're a little different. So it doesn't have to be exact. It looks like this one's a little thicker and a
neatly
little
tucked in.
and a little shorter, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna taste the same. So
That's right.
you go with however it's easier for you.
Yes.
We'll watch a couple more, and then after that, we'll finish it off camera, and then come back and show you what to do afterwards. Mom's an expert. That is a rookie.
Apprentice.
Apprentice.
An apprentice chef when it comes to lumpia wrapping. I am more of a fettuccine Alfredo expert.
So So if it's like really hard at the end, you can just kind of peel it off, which is what she did. And I didn't know this, but my dad wants to keep them because he's going to fry them and eat them because they're like, what do you call them?
Fried
Wontons.
wonton. It's a long process, so you can pause or
Yes.
take a snack,
So,
have a sip of whiskey or scotch.
Mom has done 5 and
Dad is working
Dad
on the
is
4th.
on his 3rd. He's done 3.
4th.
I'm just on the plate, Dad. Okay, so when they're all done, we'll show you the completed wrapped lumpia. And then I put them in here. So you put saran wrap at the bottom and then put a layer. And then you'll put saran wrap on top and put a layer so they don't stick. And we're gonna put these in the freezer. So you can store them in the freezer and fry them at a later.
As needed. And you fold the tip, the corner of the triangle down like this and tuck it in to the meat. So when you begin rolling it over, it is tightly tucked underneath the meat. This keeps it tight so when you begin cooking it, it doesn't spread all over and get spilled into the frying pan. And then you take the edge on the right or the left, either or, fold it in like you're gift wrapping it, right? And you fold it again tightly without tearing the paper. And once you're done, take your egg whites at the end, slightly dip, and roll. When you lay it down in the on your plate, lay the edge on the side to keep it tightly tucked in. Voila!
Oh, we ran out of wraps. So now we have to, how much meat do we have left?
Still have
We're gonna
plenty.
need the entire wrap.
Okay, so we're going to separate the wraps, and then I'm going to show you the way that I wrapped them. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we're taking the lumpia wrapper and peeling them apart. And you won't always get a perfect, I guess, set. So like, for example, this one here, the back is a little weird. So I don't think these are gonna wrap. And then the edges are really, really hard here. So when that happens, you just kind of peel it off of something like that. And then we can add it to the wonton bowl that Dad's gonna do later, and we'll show that to you as well. Even this one with the rip here, most of the time you can make a lumpia with it. And then another trick that my dad suggested is that you crisscross them so that they don't stick back to each other. Okay, they finished. We finished. And we filled it all up. So we have a few more that we're gonna leave out because we're going to, so we have a few more left, so we'll fry those up. But before I wanted to show you how I wrap the lumpia. So I didn't put them in a diamond shape. So they just lay in a rectangular or square shape. Okay. So then I would just put the meat in, and then do the same thing and lay it out into like a sausage looking. Fold it over like they did, wrap it a couple times, and then I would wrap the sides. So I'd wrap the sides, you can see that. And then I would just keep rolling it, and then put some egg wash right there, and you would just finish it. And it would look like this. So it doesn't look a lot different. It's kind of the same. This is kind of hanging out because it broke off a little bit. But those are the two different ways to fold it. I think the diamond shape is easier, but I guess it's a preference. So I just wanted to show you the two different ways that we know how to fold lumpia. I guess we'll start frying and we'll show it to you when it's done. Okay, so here are the two different wrap styles, and they look the same almost, kind of. You can tell this one because the seam is all the way down, whereas this one, the diamond shape, it's just this little spot right here. But they cooked real well either way, so whichever wrap style you want,